delight to be here with you. So thank you so much for being here. It is such a treat, such a treat. And this is my first YouTube live stream, so I'm learning new technology, and but I'd love to hear if this is something that you guys are interested in me doing more of, if you want to connect more with the music, you want to hear more about the songwriting process. So speak up in the chat if you can, please do. I'd love to hear from you. I love the interaction. So a year ago, a little over a year ago, February of 2025, I had the most amazing, wondrous, wild experience in Yellowstone National Park. And I went on this adventure tour with Yellowstone Vacation Tours, and it was so inspiring. We saw hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of bison and beautiful waterfalls and incredible rivers and swans and hot springs and mud pots and steam and geysers. It was just like unreal. And it was so inspiring. I really wanted to write a song about it. And I did a free write of the song. And I love to just kind of get into it and just write whatever words sort of come to me about the experience. And I think the bison are just this incredible recovery story. As you know, they were killed off, and there were less than 100 that were surviving, and now there's almost 6,000 all over the West, and most of them live in Yellowstone National Park. And so to be able to see this many of the population that are still around was just mind-blowingly cool. And so I started writing about the experience, and you'll hear in the lyrics, the stories that I tell in the lyrics are actually what I saw. There was this incredible ridge. The picture of the album cover that you see is the bison herd that was coming toward us. And when we started off the tour, or started seeing them, they were only maybe 4 or 5 that you could see as they were coming up over the ridge. And then they just were slowly, steadily walking toward us, getting closer and closer and closer. And they were just easy. The snow was deep. They were hanging out, it's freezing cold outside. And it was just such a marvelous experience. And another part of the tour I had seen, and I'm going to show you a video of it a little bit later. We had gone to stop at this geyser, and we saw this incredible geyser, and it was going off. And then as we walked around heading back to our tour vehicle, off in the distance, there was this single bison, and it was hanging out and rolling around in a hot spring. So I'm gonna pop through and show you some of the pictures but I want to tell you a little bit more. So I'll tell you more about that scene as because I'm sharing some pictures from the trip. So after I wrote the lyrics, I approached my friend Eloise Armstrong, and she's such a great collaborator. She's got this incredible sense for melody and chord progressions. And I was like, hey, Eloise, you want to write this song with me? And she loves to write songs about places. And so we wrote the song Yellowstone that came out today that I'm going to, this listening party is all about Yellowstone. So huge gratitude to my friend Eloise for writing this song with me. It's just such an honor. And she took my free write, and she's like, oh, I love these words. I love these words. I love these words. And she kind of got it a little bit more organized, and we developed it together. And it's just one of my favorite songs. So it's just such a treat to be able to share it with you. So here are some pictures. I'm going to get this into presentation mode here. So these are scenes that inspired the song, and this is the vehicle that we were riding in on our all-day Yellowstone tour. This is my fabulous son and Jack, and we loved this Suburban with actual tank tracks on it. We were trudging along through the deep snow on the road in Yellowstone, seeing all these beautiful things. It was really fun, and we loved our experience with Yellowstone Vacation Tours. One of the first things we saw right along the Madison River was this herd of bison just hanging out, some of them laying down, some of them grazing. And it was a gorgeous day, absolutely gorgeous day. And then we stopped at this place called a Cascade on the Madison River, which inspired another song, which I probably will be sharing at some point. And here we are, a little selfie on the river. This is another scene of that gorgeous river. And you can see it's just like Yellowstone National Park is such a beautiful place. And we couldn't help but be present and in a state of wonder there. Here I am next to the river. And this is a picture of the bison in his very own jacuzzi. So there's a hot spring surrounded by the snow. And I'm going to play a little video that I took on my iPhone with my 5x zoom. And here he is just like rolling around in the hot spring and then shaking it off. And, it just was so cool that here it is, like deep winter, snow everywhere, but then there's steam rising, and he's just like a puppy in in his very own jacuzzi. It was so special. And here's the herd of bison. I used this picture for the album cover because I just thought it was so special. And I mentioned earlier where they were super in the distance, that we only saw 4 or 5, and then more of them just kept coming and coming and coming, and they were just like hundreds of them walking toward us easily through the snow, and they got closer and closer. We saw this beautiful moon. My friend Howard Lyon took this picture. I just love it. And as we were heading back at the end of the tour, we were on this tiny road that used to be for horse-drawn carriages, and we're hugging this gorge with a very steep drop off into this beautiful canyon in the river, and saw this waterfall. It was just breathtaking. There's another river view, and finally, here's this beautiful tree. So what I'm going to be sharing next after this is a premiere of the video that I created with all the footage that we took from our tour. And there's only a couple clips from Pexels that I used to make the video flow a little bit better, but probably like 90+% of the footage that you'll see is footage that we actually took that day in February of 2025. And you could see how inspiring it is that I just had to write the song. The other thing I wanted to mention before I share the video is I've been doing a lot of self-producing of the music, and have really enjoyed it. Oh, and I apologize that I'm giving you the wrong view of the slideshow, but that's okay. So here we go. What I wanted to tell you about was that I've been doing self-producing, and that means like I'm recording my vocals, and then I'm choosing the studio musicians to play along, and I'm working with a website called musiversal.com, where I get to record with world-class Grammy-winning musicians all over the world. And I give them a demo of my song. I give them the information about the chord progression and kind of where I'm going with it, the vibe that I want. And so the piano player, the guitar player, the backup vocalist, the bass, the drums, all of the the cello, oh my gosh, the cello, like these musicians are just so talented. And so it's such a treat to be able to share this with you. I'm just blown away by how well it turned out. Oh, and my friend Priya, so she's been mentoring me on Logic Pro and producing and mixing and all that kind of stuff. And she actually mixed the song and really kind of took it to the next level. So huge gratitude to Priya of PRD Music. So here we go. Here's the video. I hope you enjoy.
Snow is falling as steam rises from the ground. More and more they rise on the ridge, sweeping through the drifts of snow. Closer and closer, clearing a path as the herd draws near. It's slow and steady, an easy pace. The winter's here in Yellowstone. Quietly peaceful, it's not a race as we go on and on and on in Yellowstone. Steam is rising, it's spiraling high. He enters the spring, fully submerging, and rolls around and around, rising again, shaking off water, going back to the hundreds and hundreds, the power and beauty of the herd. It's slow and steady, an easy pace. The winter's here in Yellowstone. Quietly peaceful, it's not a race as we go on and on and on in Yellowstone. Now I know I'm not alone. Together we are strong. Abundance is here, it's abundantly clear. We go on and on and on and on and on. It's slow and steady, an easy pace. The winter's here in Yellowstone. Quietly peaceful, it's not a race as we go on and on and on in Yellowstone. It's slow and steady, an easy pace. The winter's here in Yellowstone. Quietly peaceful, it's not a race as we go on and on and on in Yellowstone.
All right. What'd you guys think about that? Thank you so much for the comments. I'm able to see them now. I was having a hard time like making the chat work and everything. So thank you for being here. I've been seeing the comments, and my friend Teresa Beckwith, who was on the tour, is on this live with me, and she's sharing like, oh yeah, the video. she was actually there, so that's cool. And I see, my dear friends from Sam Delahay's Your Truth Amplified community are here, and so it's just such an honor. So now I'm going to be kind of setting up for a little live performance of the song. And thank you. Oh, Eloise, my co-writer, is here. Oh my gosh. Wow. And Pippa, it's so delightful to see your guys' comments. Thank you. So I'm going to switch over to another camera and microphone for this. All right. Move my microphone a little bit. All right. Okay, this is fun. I'm going to just double check the tuning. We always say we tune because we care, so I apologize for the sound. All right. Here we go. Snow is falling, there's barely a sound, and into the distance a bison appears as steam rises
drifts of snow, closer and closer, clearing a path as the herd draws near. It's slow and steady, an easy pace. The winter's here in Yellowstone, quietly peaceful, it's not a race, as we go on and on and on in Yellowstone. Steam is rising, it's spiraling high. He enters the spring, fully submerging, and rolls around and around, rising again, shaking off water, going back to the hundreds and hundreds, the power and beauty of the herd. It's slow and steady, an easy pace. The winter's here in Yellowstone, quietly peaceful, it's not a race, as we go on and on and on in Yellowstone. Now I know I'm not alone, together we are strong. Abundance is here, it's abundantly clear. We go on and on and on and on and on. It's slow and steady, an easy pace. The winter's here in Yellowstone, quietly peaceful, it's not a race, as we go on and on and on in Yellowstone. It's slow and steady, an easy pace. The winter's here in Yellowstone, quietly peaceful, it's not a race, as we go on and on and on in Yellowstone.
All right. Aw, look at all those lovely comments. Thank you. Thank you so much. So appreciate you guys. It is such a treat to be with you. So we've kind of gotten to the end of the party, but I'm here if you got any questions, if there's anything that you want to know about the song or songwriting process. So many great comments. Oh, I love that. Oh, yeah, Lauren, a friend from Sam's community, is saying, I love the whisper and the laugh. Yeah, that was a really fun part to add in. And it was inspired by coaching from Sam, our community. She said, like, get me into this. Like, do you want to be a narrator of this song, or do you want to share the wonder of the song? So when I was kind of adding those elements in, I really tried to get myself very present and communicate the feeling of awe and wonder and just amazingness of that experience. So thank you for noticing that, Lauren. Oh yes, write a song about Zion. If you need a collaborator, let me know. I love doing that. Oh, and Teresa has a question. Did you make notes, or did you do any writing that day, or did it come to you over reflection? So I didn't make notes that day. It was just like this wonderful experience, and I would have to check back on my version history or my date in my songwriting journal, but I think it was such a vivid experience that when I did have time with my journal, I kind of sat down and wrote about it. And it's kind of my favorite way to write is just, I love my journal. I've got this like super fun leather journal with fountain pens, and it just makes me so happy to write that way. So I start with that. I kind of do a free write and just let whatever comes come. And then I'll type it up into a Google Doc and then kind of mess around with it. And if I'm lucky enough to work with Eloise, she takes my long treatise of whatever I've dumped out and like, ooh, let's do this. So, yeah. Oh, and thank you, Eloise. She likes the whisper. And Twinkle, thank you for your comments. Kayla's asking for what I use for my journal. Let me actually show you. Kayla, it's very similar to the journal that we shared at the retreat. And I'm going to hold it up. This is like, I wonder if I have, anyway. So here's, this is what my journal looks like when I'm writing in it with my favorite like turquoise ink. And I have a leather bound journal that and I love the green. It feels like nature. It feels really good in my hands. I can swap out pages. I've got like sections for different things. But yeah, this is my first step a lot of times in songwriting. Especially, I love to write songs about places where I visited or experiences that I visited. That's not always what I write about, but I often have a souvenir kind of songs. And I've got more of those coming. Like I had this amazing manta ray experience. So I'm going to be starting recording my song about my experience with manta rays in Hawaii. And I've got a song coming up that's another co-write with Eloise. It's called Cathedral of Time, about my experience in the Grand Canyon. So that's one to look forward to. I've got another one about my experience in Scotland. So I love writing about all that. Oh, we've got, so let's see, Sunny. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here, Sunny. She's a new friend from our community. And my brother's on too from South Carolina. He is like always so supportive, cheering me on. Hi, Ray. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, so, and Kayla, it might look bigger on this camera, but it's actually the same size. It's an A5, I don't know, A5 or 6, I don't know. It's like in inches, it's 6x9. And Frankie, she loves hearing the stories. So any other questions, anything else you want to know? Please type it in. And then I do have a request from you guys. So, one of the things that's like the fondest compliment that you can give me is sharing a song with a friend that you think it might connect to. And kind of would love to be able to reach more people with music through word of mouth. So if there's anybody that you think might like the song, or you want to share the video, like the video that I just shared is now live on YouTube. So anybody can watch it for free. I did pass 100 subscribers last week. So subscribe to my channel if you're willing to. You'll get notifications when I go live. It's super exciting. And so I'm working on growing my email list. If you haven't signed up for my email list, you can go to my website, amybarnhart.com, and you'll get notifications when new music comes out. If I'm going to do another listening party, I would love to know if you like this listening party. It's been really fun for me, very special to share with you, especially with the interaction on the chat and hearing from you. It's just like, so such a treat. Oh, there are questions here. So Kayla is asking, how do you know when a song is complete? I'm not sure it ever really is, to be completely honest, but I feel like what I've learned in the last year is if I like it, it's done. Like if I'm enjoying it and I don't have like cringy bits or things that bother me about it, then it's good enough. Like especially, and that's been a real area of growth for me in the last probably 4 or 5 months since I've been working with Priya, because I've been learning so much about Logic Pro. And initially, every time I tried something on the recording, it would be super triggering. I'm like, oh, this sucks. I'm never going to learn it. It's complicated. How do you do it? There's so much to it, to the recording process, and especially the mixing process is basically like mind-blowing. But what I started to get to, instead of my perfectionist just taking me out and then avoiding it, like, I can't do it, it's too much. If I just enjoy the process, take a step, learn it, try it. And then if I like it, then it's good, then it's done. And you know, maybe in a year I'm going to have different ears and I'm going to be like, ooh, I should have done this, I should have done that. But you know what? It is where I am now, and the songs really warm my heart, and it's such an honor to be able to share them with you. So if it makes your heart happy, share it. It's done. Let it go. And yes, Priya is here. My PRDmusic, that comment you might see, she has been pivotal in helping me develop confidence and move forward. And her mixing services, like, oh my gosh, amazing. I can't recommend her enough. And she's got an incredible course, Fast Track Producer, only $79, like crazy. She's so generous with her advice. So highly, highly, highly recommend Priya, prdmusic.com. Let's see if we've got any other questions. My brother's saying hello again. And Pippa, oh my gosh. So Pippa, I met in Scotland. She's been a friend for 2 years, and we've co-written songs. We got to release them too, Pippa. And she like got me started. Oh, she's asking like, how many places have I written songs about? Oh my gosh, a lot. So many that I am not even sure how many. I've written about the Redwoods. I've written about Sonoma. I've written about hiking. I've written about our, time together in Scotland, Grand Canyon, several songs in the Grand Canyon, Hawaii. Yeah, I mean, I'd have to look. So I've written like 126 or 127 songs so far. And I'm not sure exactly how many of those are travel, because I like to do sometimes stories and personal things or relationship frustration. I write about a bunch of different things. But yeah, that's a great question. I wish I had a better, more accurate answer. Oh, Roslyn, what a great party. Oh, thank you so much, Roslyn. And Obi Riri, thank you. Awesome. Oh, I love you guys. I think we've done our half hour together. So thank you for being here. I'm just so touched, and this was really fun. So if you want to contact me to collaborate, you want to share my music, just let me know. I think all of you here know how to reach me. But on Instagram, I'm Amy Barnhart Music. If you're a new person that might, maybe found your way here through YouTube, you can message me there if you want to reach out to me. It's just absolutely an honor and a pleasure to have shared this experience with you. Thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Oh, and Pippa's suggesting that I should make an album of all the places I've been to. I love that idea. Yes, more and more music. Oh, Twinkle says, I'm the most prolific songwriter she knows. I am. Last year was crazy. I wrote, 50 something songs last year. This year, I'm focusing more on recording and production. So I haven't written as many, but I've been writing like 1 or 2 songs a month. So definitely more songs coming. And thank you. It was so awesome to have you here.